All right, you guys remember this from early on in the season, right? No?
I know you're trying to forget.
Now do you remember it? Come on.
You know, we always try to tell the ladies, it's not what's on the outside,
Yes.
it's what's on the inside.
True.
We're hoping you guys will buy into that, because you know, this 442, man, it is wrecked, but you can see where we started.
Woo.
You can imagine where we're gonna go. Stick around. Man, our 442 is so fast, it blows the tires off just sitting still.
Hey man, the front tires,
What's that fast?
it's that old. All right, so it's an 86 442. A lot of people love these cars. And remember, if you recall the last time you saw it, we just got this LS3 dropped into the chassis. The body was hanging way up here, but we did get it wired and fired.
That's pretty exciting. The car actually lives. Now, it's not connected to steering, the tires will fall off, so we got a lot more to do. But you can see we started the cleanup process up here and a little bit going on at the bottom, so you guys follow us down there.
Okay, I'll give it to you. The top half of the car looks a little like a Tennessee flea market, but underneath, man, we got after it, all right? We put some lizard skin spray-on insulation in here. Stuff is fantastic, man. You ever been driving around in your car feeling like a baked potato in the oven? Well, this is gonna knock down a lot of that ambient heat wicking through the floor, which is awful. Knocks it down by like 30 degrees. Oh, big bonus. And because it absorbs a lot of vibration coming off the road, right? You get a lot of sound deadening in here. Listen to this, all right? Real sweet, man. And I just like the way it looks, man. If you take a look underneath here, it kind of offsets some of the shinier stuff, some of the stainless that we have.
Some of the stainless stuff? Yeah, man. I brought you some work. Now, speaking of stainless stuff, now you can do the flat black that it comes with, or you can do body color, which I've done if you want it to match your car. It offsets things like the hooker headers we got, the stainless exhaust we've got. Now, dude, check out the TIG welding.
Nice.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Pretty cool stuff. Now, we got the 3-inch exhaust from a hooker because we're running, you know, over 450 horsepower. But if you're going to do something a little bit less, you can get the 2.5. You know, a little bit better for packaging maybe on some applications. All right, let's get this thing strung up. Let's see what we got. Are you kidding me, man? Did you see the bottom side of this car? You know what it started out as? And look at it now. Look at that exhaust running through there. A little elbow grease, bam. Now we just got to get to the rest of the car. Now the bottom side's almost done, but you can see these 4 corners we haven't touched yet. So we're still waiting for our suspension to come in, but I'm gonna give you a little teaser. Now, Crown Performance is one of the products we use on just about every project in here. These aren't just DOT approved, they're tested to 4,500 PSI because they're made with 5 layers of stainless steel and Kevlar construction. So once these corners are on here with tighter suspension, we got these heavy duty stainless steel lines. We're gonna have some killer brakes to go with it. Now, we're gonna wait to install these obviously till we're ready to tackle this, but we're gonna move on to the front of the car. In the meantime, we're gonna take a quick break, meet us back at that end.
If your vehicle fails an emissions test, there could be a number of reasons your emissions are exceeding the legal limit. Barring a mechanical problem, the good news is CRC offers a simple solution. CRC's Guaranteed to Pass Emission System Cleaner contains powerful detergent additives strong enough to remove harmful carbon and varnish deposits from your fuel system and emissions control components in one step. Just pour it into your fuel tank. After running through 1 tank of gas, you're guaranteed to pass both tailpipe and OBD2 plug-in emissions tests or get double your money back from CRC. Plus, you'll see improved power and performance, not to mention better fuel mileage, which means you'll save money at the pump. This tip is brought to you by CRC Industries, makers of Brake Clean, the #1 brake parts cleaner.
Hey, welcome back. Now we're on our 442 project here, working on the front end. Now we've got the accessory drive on it, and I'm making some brackets for our new universal radiator. It's going to slide right in here so we can fire this thing up for more than a few glorious seconds at a time.
Amen, man. Now check out what we got. It's from Eastwood. Now it's their max power tri-flow radiator. Now what that means is they actually give more residency to the coolant inside the radiator. So normally it will come in here, it will make a pass, it will exit here. Well, in this particular radiator, they put some, basically little walls. So it comes in and it passes down here, falls, hits this other guy, comes through here, falls, and and it exits. Now what that does is give the coolant more residency in the radiator, more air flowing through, more opportunity to get that stuff cooled down. It drops it by about 24 degrees, and as you can tell, it's nice, TIG welded. So really good stuff from Eastwood.
Yeah, you know, we're all about being cool, whether it's just us or the engine. So we mounted some little flanges here. That's what I kind of welded. And like I said, we cleared out some space so we can put a big radiator in here. We have no issues whatsoever when we're cruising and hot rodding. Now, once we get this guy mounted up in here, we can size up our hoses. We can start mounting our fan and our shroud and be one step closer.
Okay, we just got our radiator inside our G-body, so it'd be a great time to tell you guys about Evans high performance waterless coolant. Now this stuff is pretty cool because it doesn't start boiling till about 375, so it doesn't steam off. You maintain that liquid to metal contact, which is going to constantly wick away that heat. It prevents corrosion, it prevents cavitation again because it's waterless. Now I will tell you, you want to use this starting out on a brand new system or one that you've drained all the coolant or water out of. If you don't, you could use the prep. What you do is you dump that in, flush the system. When it's empty of all the old water and coolant, you drop in the Evans, okay? So check it out. You're running a high performance hot rod, good stuff.
Now to get this beast cranked off time and time again, nothing but the best. So we went with AC Delco. This is their professional gold series. Now, a little trivia for you. Back in the day with GM, kind of in the early 70s when the hood line started to come down, GM went from top post to side terminals so you can get a lower hood line without hitting the metal hood on those posts. Now, the cases are much stronger, the plastics are better like this one. Now, I'm gonna set this guy in here like so, and we're gonna make our own terminals. So what I've got here is just finished cutting the last little bit of my casing. Let's see if I can pop that guy off. And we're gonna set our power side up here, going right down to the starter. So I'm gonna hook that guy right on there and clamp it down. And then I've got my negative. Now you can do two things. You can go from ground to body and then body to the engine. But really to get a good robust ground, if your battery is this close, you might as well just go right from your battery to the engine and ground at the same time, so you just have a really good connection on there. Now, back to getting this all put together. Now, the cool thing is, even though we're running super hot under hoods like this, a good solid battery like this AC Delco, it's got a 42-month warranty on it. And again, if you go to 41 months plus and it dies on you, you get a whole brand new one. You don't have to have it prorated. So let me get this thing hooked up, find the right socket, and tied down, and keep moving on. Now, in an effort to get rid of as much ugly and rust
Hey, don't
as
talk
possible,
about me like that.
Yeah, we're going with a new cow induction hood.
gbodyparts.com is where we get all this stuff, including this cool cow induction hood, which gives us a lot more clearance for, say, like a high-rise intake and stuff. And it just, it's cow induction. It just looks really cool. You get started, man?
Yeah, I got mine started.
All right.
Okay.
Having a
Here,
little
you
trouble.
need this.
Hand me that stall wheelie, bro.
There's that subway ratchet and my other bolt. We're gonna get this thing locked down here with a couple of bolts, then we can get it fit, one step closer to looking a little more presentable. In the meantime, we're gonna take a break.
This segment of Two Guys Garage is brought to you by StarTron, enzyme fuel treatment for all engines.
Did you watch the 442? It looks great.
No, man, take a closer look. This is our actual Federated Car Care sweepstake truck. So last time you saw it, it was just pure white, but now we got some flash, we got our logos on it, and we got a lot more in store, again, for some lucky winner, starting with some lights and some things going on in the interior, so follow me around to the business office.
All right, man.
All right, now we know this is a work truck, but half the time you're out there, the other time you're in your office. Now check out what somebody's gonna get to use on a daily basis. So for Mobile Office Solutions, this is the Mobile Desk Console X. Now, pretty awesome stuff. You can see you got a laptop on there, and we got a key lock on it, which is nice, or you can use the tablet mount instead. We've got a whole lot more. Now, if I put the armrest up that comes with it, which gives you comfort, I got a whole tablet here I can do all my writing on. When I open this dude up, I got a whole filing cabinet down here. Now, this isn't just a big box that holds stuff, right? This is a self powered unit. So it's got a quick disconnect so I can move the whole box to another truck if I need to. But I got a whole fuse panel down here that I can feed everything from 110 with pure sine wave technology to USB to even my lights that I'm going to add to the truck here. In our case, we put a little switch panel so I can put all my lights connected right to this guy, which is pretty cool. Now, other features are a lot of magnetic accessories. So everything from cup holders, right? I can click and place them anywhere I want. I can watch my favorite TV shows, whether it's on my little handheld device, my little radio connection, or swing this guy and on my lunch break, again, I can do my work or I can watch TV. Pretty cool stuff to make your day-to-day life a whole lot easier and a whole lot better, add some efficiency. So with that, this thing is ready to power up some of those lights. So let's check on Willie.
Okay, man, Kevin's handling the inside of the truck. Let me tell you about what we're doing on the outside. All the rage nowadays, lights, especially these high-powered LEDs from Grody. Now, this is a 30-inch light bar. We're talking 11,000 lumens. That's unbelievable. And it's in a far flood pattern. So it's going to have a real spot almost, but the further it goes out, the wider it gets. Super tough, super durable. Will handle any sort of temperatures up to 170 degrees, 176 to be exact, and 40 below. Pretty tough stuff, man. But we're not done. We got the front handled. We still have the sides, the top, the back. This thing's gonna be a rolling disco ball when we're done with it, all right? Come on. All right, just buttoning up the back, got another Grody LED. Love these things. Now, this is the radius light, and via this special optic, it's gonna distribute those 1100 lumens really in a nice, even pattern. So you can imagine this being like a utilitarian style truck. We got a tow rig back here, gonna be picking up cars. How handy a light like this is gonna come in. Now it's a die-cast aluminum housing. Now this is sealed against like water, weather, any sort of dust, or just all the rough conditions you're gonna have on a truck like this. Fantastic stuff. It's from Grody. It's the radius light, but we're not done with lights. When we come back, we're lighting fires. That's right, stick around. Torches and welding coming up next.
These are strong arm lift supports from AVM Industries, and they're the perfect solution to replacing your worn out factory lift supports. Whether it's for your truck cover, your hatch, your hood, your trunk, or your toolbox, they fit exactly like the OE design, and each lift support is pressure tested. So you're guaranteed the correct fit and function for your application. These are made with heavy gauge steel, and they're engineered to meet or exceed OE quality standards. These gas charged lift supports use a multi-lobe seal, which offers leak-free operation and more consistent performance for a longer life. They're easy to install. All you need is just a few minutes and some simple hand tools. Pick up your replacement lift supports at your local Federated Auto Parts store. Brothers Trucks carries a wide range of LED lighting from United Pacific. These are some of the options for your 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC trucks. These LED lights are direct replacements for your stock lights, so they don't require any modification to install. You can use the factory wiring or plugs and install your new lights in minutes. Instead of one filament lighting, you have multiple LED bulbs that contour the assembly and are much brighter than their single counterparts. These LED lights are more resistant to vibration, produce less heat, and can last up to 20,000 hours. And because LEDs require less energy usage than incandescent bulbs, they reduce your load on your engine's charging system. If you're looking to replace your steering and suspension parts, Limfurter has what you need for just about every make of vehicle on the road today. Take a look at these ball joints. They follow the OEM's low friction socket design. This ensures safe handling and enhanced durability. And it also eliminates the time wasted relubricating your ball joints. They're also protected by seal technology that guards against dirt, moisture, and other contaminants, enhancing the life of your suspension for the long haul. Limfurter also makes control arms, stabilizer links, bushings, and tie rod ends for just about every application. They're one of the largest manufacturers of OE quality steering and suspension products, with manufacturing facilities around the globe, including the United States. This is Star Bright Auto Odor Eliminator. You love your car, but you can't stand the way it smells. Whether it's your dog riding shotgun or your buddy who's smoking in your truck or the kids spilling food all over the seats. This is all you need for those tough smells that are hard to get rid of out of your interior. Food smells, they're going to be gone. Pet odors eliminated. Even cigarette smoke is going to be gone. This isn't an air freshener that temporarily masks odor with a perfume. Auto Odor Eliminator is proven science, eliminating foul odors using EPA-registered patented technology that treats your interior, getting rid of odors in 4 to 6 hours. 1 pouch in your vehicle overnight, in your car, your truck, your RV, and you'll get that clean, fresh smell back.
All right, check out our new project here. Now this is a frame bracket here for one of the most important additions to our federated truck, and that's the ESAB Rebel machine. Now, what's really cool about this machine is it can go anywhere and do just about anything, and let me show you. Now, first of all, it can run on 110 or 220. You got a pigtail, it'll automatically adjust. If you're running off a generator, no problem. Now, secondly, this thing is hugely portable, strong, so you can throw it in your truck, you can kick it around in your shop, it's gonna last forever. But the most important feature of this thing is it's a true multi-process machine. So it'll do MIG, it'll do stick, and it'll do TIG, but with no compromises, right? Let me show you the coolest part about this thing, this huge color screen. Right now we're on SMIG or Smart MIG, so that pretty much does a lot of thinking for me. I can walk up and shoot. Now I can do regular MIG, I can do flux MIG, I can do stick rod, and I can do TIG. Now I'm gonna dial this thing back to Smart MIG to finish up this project, right? So if I click on this guy right here, real simple, I put in my wire and I can pick my gauge. So I can go over here to basically amperage, which is controlling the heat and how thick my material is, right? And I can go to 3/8, I can go to 5/16, I can go to 1/4, right? But we're gonna dial this thing right down to 12 gauge.
Yeah, man.
And it'll set everything else.
It's amazing. It actually learns how you weld, man. You put in the gauge, it sets the speed. It's just an awesome piece of equipment. ESAB knocked it out of the park with this guy.
Fire this dude up. Let me get my eyeballs on here. Now the neat thing about this Smart MIG setting is, again, I set my thickness in. If you have a different style, if your tip changes distance from your work material, it's automatically gonna adjust and it's gonna learn. So if you're doing the same size material over and over again, right, it'll keep that same setting rocking out for you. Yeah, now for all you other guys out there that are looking for something other than just MIG, the stick part, again, it does like 60-10 rods, which most of these multi-process machines can't do 60-10, but in the field, that's your most important stick rod.
Yeah, man. Dual voltage, super portable, rugged as you can get, man. It basically lives in this unibody construction frame. ESAB crushed it with that. It's the Rebel, man. We love that thing, dude.
I think we should steal it.
I'm all down.
For more information about anything you've seen in today's show, check out mavtv.com or visit our website at twoguysgarage.com.
Hey, now one thing we thought would be a great addition to our Federated Ultimate rig is more light, especially in the cab and even inside the toolboxes in the bed of the truck. Well, the perfect solution is these light form LED strips from Grody Industries. Now, these are interior accent lights that are very thin, super flexible. Check this out. Whoosh, all right? Now you can get these things around anything up to 1 inch diameter, so you can kind of conform the fit wherever you need these guys to be. Now on top of that, these things are super simple to install. You can either attach the strips with removable Velcro right here, or this high bond tape that we have right here. And if you're really good, you can sew the strips right into your fabric. Now these are 12-volt lights, so you can power them up on most vehicles without any problem whatsoever. Even though they're less than 1 millimeter thick, Grote made these light strips extremely durable. They're resistant to things like weather, water, which is perfect in a work truck like we have here. Or if your gear gets wet, you don't want to have to worry about, throwing a gear on your lights and it shorting out the light. These things can take it. They're also tested to withstand vibration, dust, even multiple hammer blows. So the things are tough. They're going to hold up in your toolbox when you're throwing around your tools and when you're driving down rough roads or in rough conditions. And you can pick them up in 5 different colors: red, green, amber, blue, and white. And they're also coming out with a bright white option. Kind of cool. Pick up your Grote light form strips at your local Federated Auto Parts store.
Hey, welcome back. Now, I'm checking on my man Willie up here because my TV show is about over and I'm gonna get bored here, man. How's it going?
Dude, this thing is crazy cool. It's magnetic. It's the Grote light bar. Seriously, this thing, 60 pounds worth of magnetic pull on that.
Can I turn it on yet?
Yeah, man, turn it on.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Wow, check this thing out.
All right. Hey, dude, I've got 95 scan lock different flash patterns. So tell me when we hit.
Whoa, that's cool.
Tell me when we hit disco.
DEFCON disco. All right, this thing is cool, man, especially if you're in an emergency vehicle situation where you need to distract or get people to pay attention to what's going on. Boom, that thing flashing will definitely grab their attention.
I think our ultimate rig is finally ready to get to work.
Yeah, man, we got all the Grote lights hooked up. We've stocked the truck bed with all kinds of goodies from Federated Auto Parts. They're gonna come in super handy on the job site.
We also put our new set of Goodyear Wrangler all-terrain adventure tires. These are wrapped around an MB Vortex set of wheels, all from Discount Tire. This truck is outfitted to handle some of the toughest jobs and the roughest conditions.
And we finally got some room in the garage to bring in a couple new projects.
Yeah, but for now, we're out of time, so we'll have to catch you next time.
Two Guys Garage is brought to you in part by Federated Auto Parts. Best parts, best people, best service. Vehicle transportation provided by Pilot Transport, auto hauling specialists. Professional POV cameras provided by Replay. Record, replay.